mind, spirit, or mechanics, the quantum leap from void to being. Chapter 10. Law of Attraction as Electrical and Behavioral Dynamics. Many people talk about the law of attraction, and many people make fun of it. The basic idea is that positive thoughts bring positive results and negative thoughts bring negative results, that the universe somehow reacts to your vibration and gives you experiences that match your mindset. In its popular form, especially in The Secret, this becomes magical thinking. If you think good thoughts, the universe will rearrange itself to give you what you want. There is no scientific evidence for this. Thoughts do not send out vibrations that move physical matter. The universe does not deliver rewards to people just because they are optimistic. But the law of attraction remains popular because it exaggerates something real. It points, in a distorted way, to actual psychological and neurological processes that do connect your inner state to your outer life. This chapter explains what really happens when someone changes their basic attitude toward themselves and the world, and shows that the mechanisms involved are biological and behavioral, not mystical. The roots of the law of attraction go back to ancient Hermetic philosophy, which taught, as above, so below. This meant that the universe and the individual mirror each other. Later, the 19th century New Thought movement claimed that mind creates reality and that mental states shape physical outcomes. Thinkers like Phineas Quimby and Mary Baker Eddy helped spread these ideas. William James talked about the will to believe, meaning that believing something can help make it true. Later writers like Norman Vincent Peale and Napoleon Hill brought positive thinking ideas into mainstream culture. Over time, these ideas mixed with quantum physics buzzwords and Eastern spirituality, forming the modern law of attraction. When a person makes a deep decision about who they are or what they want, several real mechanisms activate. The brain cannot pay attention to everything. It filters information based on what feels important. A part of the brain called the reticular activating system helps decide what gets noticed. When someone makes a strong decision, I'm starting a business, I'm leaving this relationship, I'm getting sober, their attention shifts. They start noticing opportunities, people, and information that were always there but previously ignored. The world hasn't changed, their perception has. And because perception influences behavior, and behavior influences results, their life begins to change. This feels like attracting things, but it is simply how attention works. A deep decision changes how a person behaves, often without realizing it. They stand differently, speak differently, and interact differently. They may seem more confident, more open, or more focused. Other people pick up on these signals and respond with trust, respect, or support. This creates new opportunities. This is the self-fulfilling prophecy. A belief becomes true because it changes the believer's behavior in ways that help the belief come true. The body constantly broadcasts emotional signals through breath, posture, facial expression, and tone of voice. People who live in fear or shame often send out signals of threat or withdrawal, which others react to by pulling away or becoming defensive. When someone shifts their emotional state, through therapy, a major life event, or a genuine internal decision, their bodily signals change. Others sense this and respond differently. Polyvagal theory explains how the nervous system communicates safety or danger through subtle cues. When the safe and connected system is active, people naturally create better social interactions. Beliefs can change the body. The placebo effect shows that positive expectations can reduce pain, improve immune function, and change brain activity, even when the treatment is fake. The nocebo effect shows that negative expectations can cause real harm. These effects prove that belief influences biology through real neurological pathways. The chapter's main argument is that early childhood emotional experiences create deep patterns in the brain. A child who feels loved develops a stable inner pattern of safety and openness. A child who feels neglected or shamed develops a pattern of fear and withdrawal. These patterns, called attractor states, shape how the person sees the world, what they notice, how they interpret events, and how they behave. Most people live their whole lives inside these early patterns without realizing it. They cannot see the lens they are looking through. Sometimes, during a crisis or intense emotional experience, the old attractor state becomes unstable. The person enters a probability moment where deep change becomes possible. Their brain structure doesn't change, but the pattern of activation does. They are briefly in a state like superposition, able to shift from one identity to another. Then comes the real turning point, a genuine decision. Not a wish, not a resolution, but a commitment that reorganizes the person's internal electrical patterns. A new attractor state forms. This is the quantum leap of human transformation, a sudden shift from one identity to another. Recovering addicts describe it as the moment I knew I was done. Converts describe it as the moment their inner world reorganized. Survivors of near-death experiences describe it as the moment everything changed. From that identity-level choice, a cascade follows. New attention, new behavior, new social signals, new emotional regulation, and new experiences.